we've got devastating flooding happening in Cache Creek. It's gone from being an emergency to a disaster.
High temperatures in southern BC have caused the rapid rise of river levels, and now the headlines again are warning of an extraordinary flood risk in the region.
It's being described as a disaster. Increasing temperatures are rapidly melting the snowpack, causing major flooding that's already destroyed one home, forced evacuations, and damaged businesses.
In the village of Cache Creek, about 80 kilometers east of Hope, BC, residents say the once babbling brook that runs through their town has risen to the highest levels they've ever seen.
We've had about 6 or 7 days now of well above normal temperatures, and that really has accelerated snowmelt.
This is the worst it's ever been. We've never had it take so much of our property.
This community is the hardest hit in the region so far, with the town fire hall now overtaken by floodwaters and roads in and out of town being shut down. At least one home has been destroyed and many people have already been evacuated.
A mobile home is crushed in the debris somewhere, and they're trying to figure out if that's going to end up coming down and causing a lot more problems as well.
Cache Creek especially is no stranger to flooding in recent years. In the past 7 years, the same creek has flooded almost annually and caused chaos here. And residents say the government has been slow to act and prevent floods like the one currently happening. This area is historically arid and a desert-like landscape. So the recent threat of annual flooding is not something the village of Cache Creek was designed to resist. Residents fear without government intervention to mitigate floods like this in the future, they'll face this type of threat year after year.
It's super frustrating because we know this has happened over the past 5 years and it seems that nothing changes.
They could have put in the riprap in parts of the creek to save some of these homes beforehand. But like he said, the government won't put that in until it's an emergency.
So there's going to be a lot of damage to our little community again, it's sad.
The government has distributed hundreds of thousands of sandbags and is working with community officials on disaster response plans. But with rain in the forecast, residents in BC's southern interior are feeling uneasy and watching the water levels closely.
The hope is, of course, that this forecast precipitation kind of dissipates and doesn't happen, but the scary risk is that it could always ramp up and be even more.
Some have evacuated already. Many more are already under evacuation alert.
It's horrific. I don't even know if that word describes what we're going through. Again, it has to stop.
In the nearby town of Vernon, floodwaters are forcing evacuations and raising anxiety.
We just packed our bags, medicine, papers, anything that means something to us will go.
Communities throughout southern BC are banding together to help fill sandbags that will help their neighbors hold back the raging waters.